Kia ora and welcome to this IT training tutorial video on checking your version of EndNote and setting up an EndNote web account in order to share a library. Before we begin, you should know that you need to have an EndNote web account in order to share your library. And if you want someone to have full read-write access to the library and be able to work in the EndNote Desktop version, you both must have at least EndNote 17.2. If you'd prefer to give someone read access only, or just to limit their access to a specific folder, they can do this from their EndNote web account, in which case their version of EndNote Desktop does not matter. If you are on an earlier version than EndNote 17, contact the Site Licenses Office to get the latest version. If you want to check which version of EndNote 17 you have, on a PC, go to the Help menu and choose About EndNote 17, and that will give you the point release. If you click on that splash screen, it will go away again. If you're a Mac user, it's a little bit easier. You'll be able to tell from the EndNote 17 menu. It will tell you immediately which version of 17 you have. If you don't have 17.2, but you have at least got EndNote 17, you can just update to .2. Mac users would just go to this menu and choose Check for Updates. PC users would go back to the Help menu and choose Check for Updates there. Once you've got yourself on EndNote 17.2, you can set up your sync with EndNote Web. So for PC users, you're going to go to the Edit menu and choose Preferences, and then go to the Sync category. Mac users will do something similar. You'll go to the EndNote 17 menu though and choose Preferences and Sync. For both PC and Mac, the next step is to press Enable Sync. If you already have an account, you can fill in your credentials here. If not, press the Sign Up button and go online to EndNote and set up your EndNote web account. When you're done, press OK. And in the next window, you should be able to see your email address and password, and it should work with the current library. If you'd like, you can choose to make it sync automatically. Save those credentials, and you can close that window. Now, for Mac users, to sync this desktop library with your web library, go to the first button on the toolbar and just press that to sync library. You'll see that it's authorizing and that it'll run through the syncing. PC users are going to use the sync button that's almost towards the end of the toolbar to sync their library with the EndNote web version. You'll be able to tell that your library is updating by looking at the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Our next videos are going to cover how you actually do share your library, whether you'd like to share the desktop version or just the EndNote web version. Thank you for your attention. Kia ora.